Afternoon everyone, I hope everybody's okay. Sorry I've been MIA, not long got back. I thought I'd uploaded a load of videos to schedule them, but I'd deleted them, so I do apologise, but I'm back now anyway. We're going to do another box card, but it's going to be with a difference. I'm using the DSP for my base. I've stamped and semi-cut out my top, but we're going to put lights in it. Now, I buy these lights, if you can see, from eBay, and I normally use them to do my wreaths. So I would say there was probably, there's probably going to be too many on there anyway to do this, but excuse me, I've come back with a bit of a tickly throat. Yeah, so, but I'm sure you can buy ones with less lights on. But these are just the cool lights, and I do use them in my wreaths. And this year I've been doing the deco mesh wreaths instead of the tinsel and oh, what's it called? Fern stuff. Yeah, so these have come in quite handy with the deco mesh. Absolutely brilliant. And I've made quite a few because our lovely Geraldine is still collecting for a charity, and I've done quite a few. I'm going to meet up with her probably at the end of the month. So I've done quite a few to sell at a craft fair, to put towards this charity that she's collecting for. Because you know me, you know what I'm like for charities. All my cards, everything that I show to you, if I've not made a mistake, oops, sorry, and they look pretty decent and all go to the charity shop with envelopes. So everything I make, if you live in and around Downpatrick and you've bought cards from Cancer Research Shop, then you've probably bought one of mine. I wait till I've got a big box and then I take them down, and they're always made up, especially like around this time of year. I'm just trying to untangle these, sorry. I will get on to show you the card in a minute, promise. That's it. Okay, so they're untangled, ready to rock and roll. So I've just done the basic. I have shown you how to do this box in videos down below. Now, because this is in DSP, you are going to need to be very careful when you're scoring your DSP and when you're cutting it. Because it is only DSP, and this Merry Music DSP is a little bit thinner than our normal DSP, but you do get more. So half a dozen of one, a dozen of the other. So I'm gonna start, and I have me top and bottom there where we've cut out that funny shape. Okay, that's my top and my bottom, so I'm going to fold in my sides first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself some glue firstly, and I'm just going to put a bead of glue down each side on the very last panel, score line, whatever you want to call it. And putting these in first will make your life a hell of a lot easier than trying to do the top and the bottom. Trust me. Trust me on that one. Okay, so you're just going to fold it flat and fold it in. And that'll pop back up again. Okay, so I'll show you that again. You're going to take it, you've got 2 panels there, okay, and you're just going to fold it over and fold it flat and give it a squish. So has everyone been all right? Okay, so there's our sides in. Okay, so you're now looking like that. Oops. Okay, so they should be looking pretty square. And now we're going to do the same, exactly the same to the top and bottom, but we're going to put a little bit of glue, a dab of glue on these corners. Okay, and that's just so that when you roll it over, it will stick to this. Stop it popping open. Yeah, so this is the Merry Music DSP, and I absolutely love it. I can't stop using it. I absolutely love it. It's right up my alley. Okay, swing it round and do exactly the same to this end. So we want glue on there. I'm sorry if you can hear this scratching, but it's a metal tip. Okay, that does. So exactly the same as what we've just done. You want 2 panels down. Okay, you're going to fold it over, move them sides out the way, and then shove them sides back in. And then we'll put something heavy to sit on that when we... Right, I need something to sit on that now, but that's not going to be too bulky. Just till that takes. Okay, so now we're going to work on the front of our card, and as you can see, I've still got my die in situ. Now the front of the card, the wrap, I want to keep them bits. The wrap, I just went by the card base, ends up measuring 4 3/8 by 5 inches. Right, so what I done was I took my 5 inches and 5 inches, and then I put a 1/2 inch gap in between. So in effect you need a piece of card that's 10.5 inches, and you're going to score 1 inch in the centre. Okay, by 4 1/4 wide by 10.5. So I just used the post-it note tape. It's better than that low tack tape because it doesn't rip your card and it comes off so much easier. So it'll make your life easier. Trust me, I know, I've got it there and it done my head in. Hence the reason it's through over there, so I know not to use it. But you can normally buy this post-it note tape in the pound shop. I'm keeping all them little bits. Okay, so as you can see, I used the green Ionic Christmas stamp set, and I stamped my main image, which is the Christmas tree. I then used the thinlits that goes with it, or Ornamental Christmas framelit dies, to cut out the holes. Now with this die set, if you want to cut the whole tree out and not have the holes in, you would use that one. Okay, that's just the outside die, so you would use that after you stamped. Okay, and that would cut the whole tree out. If you want to cut it out and have the holes cut in it, you would use both of them together, and you can see where all the holes are that it does cut out. Right, now if you've stamped it before you cut it out, you will get all these little ornaments that have come off the holes in your Christmas tree. Now, if you're frugal and like me, you can keep all them and use them in a shaker card. Use your head, your feet are for dancing. Right, now I want some ribbon. Is always a good idea. Some nice ribbon. So I have our, is it 1/8 of an inch grosgrain? So I'm just going to cut a piece off. I've cut too much off, I know I have. And I just want to put that along the bottom. So I'm going to have to use, to get away with that. Let me see. Might have to get me thin red line tape out. I thought I did have it out actually. Hey ho, not to worry. Let's see what sizes I've got. Here's my very thin one. I'll use this one. I thought I had it out, but so I'm just going to put this on the back of the ribbon, and I'm going to put some ribbon down the bottom. Come on, play nice. Hubby's over in Liverpool, my hometown, with all the lads from work, so if you bump into them, I'd advise you to walk the other way. So you know what lads like when they all get together, especially on a works do. Okay, so I want that for down there. I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to peel this back. Get it as straight as we can. That's about as good as it gets because I've not got my glasses on. And I'm just going to, I'll cut it off so that I can just tuck a bit under. So by now you've probably realised that we're making a light up card. I mean, it's pretty obvious. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to knot this other piece and stick that on the end. Yeah, so we're going to make a light up card, but as I say, if you look for the battery, micro battery operated lights, and you can get them, I think there's 20 lights on this one, on this string, but I'm sure you can get them with a lot less. I'm sure you can. So we're just doing like a little flat knot. Where's me? I'm just going to stick that on top of our ribbon so it looks like a faux bow, if you like. Just going to stick that there. And I'm going to go over my tree because I am determined to get through this glitter. And we're just going to glitter this up so that when the lights are on inside, if I can find my glue pen, it'll reflect off the glitter. So I'm just going to give it a quick, because I don't really want to smudge my stamp. and because it's not archival or stays on, it will, if you keep the glue on it too long, it will smudge it. I can't stand glitter, but I'm determined to get through it this year. Everything's getting glittered. You keep saying if you stand still long enough in our house, you end up sparkling. So everything's getting it. Even my desk now. Look at that, isn't that lovely? Oh God, look. I'll have to blast that so that'll go everywhere. Between it and the ribbon off the wreaths, because I've been using glittered ribbon, it's everywhere. We're all covered in it. Right, let's see if this is stuck now. Yeah, we're stuck now. So all you're going to do is, where's my uni? If I should have kept them rolled up really, shouldn't have I? Because there's so many. Obviously I'm not going to keep these in this card. I just want you to see what it's like. And you can take the idea away and maybe get like a small set. But what you would have to do would be, you would have to stick that unit down for a kick-off. See the battery unit? You would stick that down, but make sure there's a hole at the back where you can flick the switch on and off. Okay? Right, I'm just going to put, as you know, this is going to get reopened again, and hopefully I can do some with smaller battery packs. Oh, for flip. Use glue, Mel. Use glue. Sticky stuff doesn't like you, so come on. Yeah, so they're all over in my hometown. Getting up to God knows what. And he sent me pictures there of the Liver buildings. One of my uncles actually helped construct them, and the Mersey Tunnel. Yeah, so I miss it sometimes, but then other times I'm glad to be out of it, to be honest. And I'm not paying particular attention to what way this music's going up, because you're not going to see it. All you're going to see is the outside. So I'm not paying particular attention. Okay, so that's how our card's going to fold down. And we're going to put that in there, and we're going to switch them on. Just so you can see. And I'm going to try and get some flatter ones, but just use your imagination for a minute. Right, okay, so let me just stick that to hold that down, maybe not, there. And then for the outside of my card, I'm going to take, oh, where's my stamp set? I'm going to take my stamp set, and I'm going to stamp on in my real red. Forgot to get out. Tell you them all upside down. That's not even straight. That'll do. Yeah, so if you're interested anyway, getting back to a subject that I just in taking part in this charity that Jay has been so closely involved with, please get in touch with little snippets. One here on YouTube. Even if you want to just make a quick donation, I'm sure she would be over the moon and very appreciative of it. They have worked so hard, so hard for your woman and her daughter, and unfortunately it's one of them that, you know, they're gonna have to keep at it. They are seeing results. They have been getting treatment. They are very slowly starting to see results. So brilliant. It's just a shame that, you know, you have to go out of your own country, I suppose, for want of a better word, and go somewhere else and get treatment done. It's absolutely disgusting, to be honest with you. And unfortunately, I know so many people that have been in the same position, and it's just, I don't know, get off me soapbox. And you see this Trump and this, whatever his name is, from North Korea. Oh my God, I've been having nightmares about them too. I swear, it's like being back in the bloody playground. But it comes to something when it's giving you the anxiety of a night where you don't want to blim and go sleep. Honest to God. Okay, so we've got wishing you a very happy Christmas. And it is Christmas. It's not holiday, it's Christmas. It's always been Christmas in our house, not happy holiday. So I'm sorry if that offends or upsets you. But I was brought up with Christmas, not happy holiday. So I'm going to put these on there. So this is just another way to show you how you can use your dies. And I did have, we have these embellishments. They're lovely. They come with the Year of Cheer suite, and you get silver and gold, and you get stars and what looks like an olive branch, or it could be mistletoe. It could be mistletoe. But you get the stars as well. So we can give ours a silver star to coincide with our silver blingy bits. And if you have your pliers handy, which I do not, you can take that circle. See the little circle on the top? You can just nip that off with your pliers. But just be careful. Don't do it towards your face, whatever you do. Oh, come on, stick. So I'm going to put that just up there. And as I say, if you have your pliers handy, you can just nip that top off. So there you go. So there's our lovely box card, our lit box card. Just to show you, open your, you know, your imagination, and just let it run havoc, especially over Christmas. I know mine does. I'm terrible. I mean, everybody who knows me knows my decorations go up on the 20th of November every year, no matter what. They go up. And I'm like a big kid. I'm worse than the kids, to be honest with you. Yeah, so getting back to our card. So I hope you give that a go. I'll have to leave that there to keep that shut down. So that's using the Ionic Christmas stamp set. And you get 34 stamps in that, and they're photopolymer. And the, what was this called now? The Ornamental Christmas framelits. And it was just a quick, simple, easy, no messing about card. Once you've got the box bit sorted out, you're flying. Honestly, you're flying. That box part, did I give you the measurements? Did I? 8 1/4 by 9, the box part. And you're going to score it a 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1 1/2 inch and 2 inches on the 8 inch sides. And on the 9 inch sides, you're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1 1/2, 2, and 2 1/2 up to the second score line on either end. And you're going to do it the same at the bottom as well. And then when you're cutting them, you cut up the 2 1/2 inch, you cut diagonal across the third score line, and then you cut straight up the fourth one. And you should end up, I've got all kinds on my table over there that you can't see. Aren't I cruel? You should end up cutting pieces off like that, 4 of them. So these are all your score lines, if I just show you very quickly. Right, there's your 1/2 inch, there's your 1 inch, there's your 1 1/2, there's your 2 inch, and that's where you brought down your 2 inch score line. Right, so that was that corner in actual fact. So you come down your 2 inch score line, you go across the third one, and you come down the fourth one. And they're the shapes that you should end up left out of your card. Okay, so I hope you give that a try. I've tried my best to show you with the lights that I've got. Hopefully I can get my hands on some smaller string ones. But that's just giving you the idea of what you can do. So I hope you give it a go. Even tag me and let me see. And let me know if you can get hold of the string lights on smaller strings. Okay, ladies and gents. Anyway, take care for now, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.